Alright, today we're going to come down to the lake and we're going to try to do a little brim fishing in the deeper water with some little jigs that we use in this part of the country. It's kind of when the brim aren't hitting the top water where we can use the popping bugs and stuff. We like to use these little jigs and some little strike indicators. So let's get out here to the lake and pretty interesting drive across this levee trying to get out here. Here's the lake out here, and we'll get out here and get rigged up, kind of show you what we're looking at and how we're going to try to catch these brim today. So hopefully we'll do some good. We're in between bedding times. It's been a new moon, basically no moon, and we're going to see what we can come up with. Alright, we're going to get slid out here in the water. I'm having to do this with my little Olympus camera because my GoPro battery was down. Left it on last night, and I don't have another one with me. So we're going to work today with the Olympus and get some footage of hopefully catching some of these brim. So, now, we're in our NuCanoe Frontier 12, and I've got trolling motor mounted. We're going to cover a little ground when we get to where we're fishing if we don't have to anchor out. It's pretty windy down here today. See, the trees are blowing pretty good. We'll use our paddle to move around once we get to where we're going to fish. But right now we're going to the other end, so let's get moving. See this or not, but there's all kind of fish hitting top water out here. Fish in this particular lake, we fished it a few times in the last week or so, and the bass have really been tearing the top water up. Like they're schooling. Now that I've said that, turn the camera on, they're going to stop. We had a ball pulling crankbaits out here the other day. I've been itching, one right there. I've been itching to get my fly rod out. I love fly fishing. And if the wind dies down this afternoon, I want to do a little popping bug fishing along the bank. So I thought I'd show this technique of using a fly rod to catch the brim when they're a little deeper. Okay, so here's what we've got. Try to get this where you can see it. It's a little tiny, like a woolly booger, except it's got the eye coming out of the top of it like a vertical presentation. So, see these fish hitting right here. So anyway, it drops in kind of like you would a crappie jig. But we put it on a fly rod, tie it to the leader just like we would anything else, and we use a small strike indicator cork. Now I'm going to adjust the distance a little deeper on this. We've got to figure out the depth we need to be at, but for the purpose of showing you, I kept it down here close. But this is what we're using, and then we can add a little crappie nibbler to our bait if we need to. I like the gold one with the gold with the kind of metal flake in it. So let's try a little bit of this and see what happens. Alright, we got our first hook up. I am having a hard time doing this without my GoPro. And if it seems like it takes a little bit for these bigger Bream, this is a 3-weight fly rod. So yes, they are a handful. But there is how we're catching these Bream out on the beds. You can't use popping